Next, please welcome the second speaker from the proposition team. To deliver your rebuttal and constructive speech, reminder again, you will have 4 minutes. And the floor is yours.
My dear opposition team, we acknowledge that government play a part, but we are living in a democracy country where us, the citizens, have the power, the priority to stabilize our finance. Ladies and gentlemen, our national finance is just like this yo-yo. It goes up and down inconsistently. But what could be done to keep everything in our hand? Real currency is a priority. First, allow me to pay my greatest respect to the chair of the ceremony, honorable judges, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Divan Iza, a second speaker from the proposition team. Welcome back to this side of the house and see what we have in today's menu to strongly support with the motion. Now, let me present you our second argument. The use of real currency reduces the vulnerability of external economic shock. Imagine this. A financial crisis erupts in many countries. Then the dollars and other currency weaken dramatically. Then inflation soars. While this may seem like an outside problem, it eventually became our problem too. Why? Because here in Cambodia, we are using their product and their currency. The solution? It's time we must use our national currency, the national pride and reinforcement. Now, let's flash back to 2008. When the global financial crisis started in the US and ended up affecting the global economy due to the fact that many countries were using US dollars as their primary currency, including Cambodia. Our GDP growth dropped from 10.2% to only 0.1%, according to World Bank from 2007 to 2009. This highlights that when we use US dollars as our primary currency, we tie our fate to the decision made by the US Federal Reserve, not the National Bank of Cambodia. It's unpredictable. In contrast, we could stabilize our finance by reducing external shock if we have more citizens using real currency. As we can see, during the COVID-19 pandemic, countries using their own currency have more flexibility to respond to stimulus, protect saving, and avoid external debt crisis. This is according to World Bank book published on October 20, 2020. To celebrate this, please all give a round big of applause to the 45th anniversary of real recirculation on 20 March 2025. It is both an honor and an incredible pride throughout these 45 years. To add up, our government also mentioned that the use of real currency truly contributes to the development of a sustainable and resilient economy because it helps to reduce the impact of external factors, especially in the context of political instability and trade war. This is according to Khmer Time article published on 21st March 2025. And the good news is, the National Bank of Cambodia has already made a huge progress. With the barcode system and increasing the real usage in digital payment, we are moving in the right direction. To wrap things up, the use of real currency is a priority, is a crucial part in promoting financial stability in Cambodia, since it's helped to reduce the vulnerability of external shock by ensuring that we aren't affected by any problem from the outside world. And we, as the proposition team, will always stand with the motion without hesitation. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your speech, and you may return to your seat. Next, please welcome the second speaker from the opposition team. To deliver your rebuttal and constructive speech, reminder again, you will have 4 minutes. And the floor is yours.
Well, before I present my speech, I want to rebut the second speaker of the proposition team who had mentioned that reduce the provide the price and the economic shocks. But however, that participation is not a priority. It is the result of the effective governance by creating jobs, supporting citizens during the time of a crisis, and strengthening a national sector. And is that can a citizen follow as a result, not as a priority? To begin, I want to pay my respect to Chair Assembly, the judge, all participants, and my dear proposition team. Good afternoon. I am Lin Liang Yi, the second speaker of the opposition team, and I'm standing here to present our second argument. Government expand economic opportunity for our financial stability. So, in this argument, I want to bring everyone's attention to a time when our country faced one of the biggest financial crises in the history of the Cambodia. That was during the outbreak of COVID-19. In this situation, Cambodia economy dropped to minus 3.1%, according to the 2020 annual report for our financial stability on August 30, 2025. Seeing this problem, the government find a solution for a governance factor. First, governance factor that focus on the healthcare. As of April 3, 2023, the government successfully vaccinated the 95.44% of Cambodia, over 16 million people, to ensure that all people have a good health and stable employment, which in turn to help improve the well-being. So, this achievement is documented in the books Cambodia of the Joe area on chapter 4 under the topic Care and Consideration of the Well-being of the People on page 348. And second, effective governance that support the poverty reduction. The government Cambodia have provided a cash support to the poor family and people who were impacted by the COVID-19. This showed that the government was brave enough to take the real action and help people clearly and strongly. This was posted by the Ministry of the Information on June 24, 2020. And third, government that strengthened a national sector. This campaign aims to reopen Cambodia after COVID-19 by boosting the education, agriculture, and especially tourist sector by identifying four key factors. First, spirit of a COVID-19 vaccination. Second, status of a COVID-19. And third, preparedness of a tourism business under the new normal. And fourth, psychological sector to ensure that people have a good health and to attract tourists and a dry income. So, as a result, when the economy was recovered in the 2023, so our tourism in our country have 2.2 million up to 5.5 million, that up significantly from the 80% drop in the 2022. This was based on the Ministry of the Information on the May 9, 2025. So, in conclusion, job in hand of poverty, that the dry income, livelihood, and the COVID post-economic recovery. So, through the effective governance, and as a member of the opposition team, I strongly oppose this motion. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your speech, and you may return to your seat.